The Central Coast, a much different side as we check in the Weather Center with our very own Lindsey Selzer. Hey, Lindsey, good morning and happy Friday.
Hey, good morning. Happy Friday there, Austin. And yeah, a little bit of a different story here. As you'll see, we're going to have a little bit of cooler weather here on the coast and in the peninsula, and that's going to be on Domenico's on the Wharf. Let's take a look. So taking a look at Domenico's on the Wharf, that sun is kind of up right now, y'all, but it's still just a little dark, a little bit ominous out there, and that's going to be because of that cloud coverage that is taking over a little bit. And clouds will kind of be our theme a little bit on the coast today. We will see some pockets of sunshine throughout, but again, clouds are definitely going to be the theme today, and we'll reflect that taking a look at our futurecast. All right, taking a look at our futurecast right now. As you can see, those clouds are going to be kind of covering the peninsula a little bit this morning, but we will have pockets of sunshine along the Santa Cruz coast in Watsonville. And as we go into the earlier afternoon, it's going to be more of the same story, but those clouds are going to be making even more of a presence on the peninsula, with sunshine still in the Santa Cruz coast and by Big Sur now. And going into this evening, into the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning, you can see the clouds more making their presence in our area, kind of taking over Watsonville, Monterey, and even sneaking into Salinas a little bit and taking over the Santa Cruz coast as well. So we'll have cloud coverage going into tomorrow morning. But let's talk about today and tonight for a second. Let's take a look at our highs and lows. Starting with the Santa Cruz coast, actually going to be a little bit sunnier, a little bit nicer out there along the Santa Cruz coast. Y'all be looking at temperatures in the highs in the mid 70s going to the higher 70s, and those lows being in the mid 50s. Might be the day to hit the beach at Santa Cruz, as it will be a little bit sunnier over there. But going into the Santa Cruz mountain ranges, looking at more temperatures, you'll see that our highs are going to be ranging anywhere from the lower 80s there and to the upper 90s, or the lower 90s, that is, in Boulder Creek. And those lows are going to be ranging anywhere in the lower 50s, ranging all the way up to the lower 60s there in Summit area. But let's take a look at more temperatures. We're going to keep on moving, keep on trucking, going all the way from Aptos there to Marina. You're going to see things are looking a little bit cooler out there, with those highs ranging anywhere in the mid 60s all the way up to the lower 70s, and those lows being anywhere in the mid 50s there. And looking at our temperature right here in Salinas, we'll be looking at a high of 70 degrees and a low of 55 degrees. And so our high is looking a little bit higher than it has been the past few days in our backyard in Salinas, but still a little bit low. So you'll probably need your jackets out there as layers no matter where you are today, because those clouds will be kind of making their presence in and out for a lot of our areas. So I just want y'all to be as warm and prepared as possible. And where you'll definitely need this weather is going to be right here on the peninsula. We'll be looking at highs across the board, anywhere from the mid 60s ranging all the way up to the upper 60s there in Carmel by the Sea, and those lows being anywhere in the mid 50s. So make sure if you're heading out to the peninsula, that's probably where the clouds are going to be the most. So make sure you're prepared with some layers. But let's take a look at more temperatures. We're going to go from Big Sur into the Carmel Valley, taking it to the Salinas Valley. Let's start with Big Sur. Y'all will be looking at a high of 74 degrees and a low of 63 degrees. Carmel Valley, y'all will be looking at a high of 77 degrees and a low of 55 degrees. Now we go into the Salinas Valley, and that's where things get warmer and warmer. Those highs go from 70s to 80s and then to 90s and even 100 there, all the way inland into Bradley with that high. And those lows are going to be anywhere in the mid 50s ranging to the upper 50s there. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for our coastal area. It's going to be a little bit cooler before we get warmer going into next week, with those highs ranging anywhere from the mid 60s going all the way up to the mid 70s, and those lows are going to be sitting anywhere in the mid 50s and the lower 50s, that is. So it's going to be a little bit cooler out there. As for our inland areas, it's going to be more the same, but those highs are going to be even higher, with those highs ranging anywhere in the lower 80s going into the weekend and 95 going into next week, mid 90s, and those lows being anywhere in the mid 50s ranging all the way up to the lower 60s going into next week.